Hello and welcome back. It's the RogueTech campaign. It's episode 23 and we are loading the pre-mission save game file because in episode 22 the mission crashed as it was loading, which is it's happened to me once in every 80 or so missions. It's relatively rare kind of a crash. But you just end up in the situation where the game just loads and loads and loads and loads forever, and it never fixes itself. We could sit there for 10 or 15 minutes, and it would not fix itself. The only thing that you can do is load that pre-game. That's exactly what I did, right? We just load that pre-game thing and go again. Okay, so it's already put the mechs back that I selected last time, and all the pilots are in the same place. Hopefully it loads this time. If it doesn't load this time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But usually it does. Usually it fixes itself. Let's see what happens. Take 2. I like how the mission's called Repossession, and it just makes me think Trial of Repossession is what this should be called, right? There we go. It worked this time.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Let's get stuck in. In the campaign, whenever I played on this map, I positioned my LRM boats here and then moved the scout up and just bombarded the enemies to death, but that is not going to work for me. What is going to work for me is this water.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Because a Black Knight in water is going to be amazing. Destroy enemy vehicles. Okay, I evidently wasn't paying attention.
Coordinates received. Consider it done.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
I wasn't paying attention to the contract. I didn't realize it'd be a pile of vehicles. Oh! There's the enemy mechs. I guess it just run forward and kill the vehicles, right? It's a striker. What else have we got? A bulldog. Another bulldog. And another striker. Okay. Enemy vehicles are 0 excitement. I could probably quite reliably send the meta starter in to kill all of them. Okay. What's that front armor like? Enough to resist being PPC'd or plasmid once. Yeah, let's get rid of these vehicles first, right? We can deal with the mechs later. I need to hit the same location twice to actually kill it.
Engaging.
Oh, and I did!
Reporting. One less vehicle.
I thought I was just going to soften it up for the inevitable
You have orders?
missile volley that would finish it. But that worked out quite nicely. You know what? Just go here and tank.
Of course.
We're looking at a commando, a panther, and a Jenner.
Ready to rock.
Nothing particularly threatening.
I got you.
While I clean up these vehicles quickly. Remove the bulldogs first, because they've got the better weaponry, in my opinion.
Ready for orders.
This is the Cooker Panther, and it has no real capability to destroy enemy mechs, vehicles, so
On it.
it's going to need to go over here. Who is the easiest to hit? Nobody.
Roger.
Try and save my my heat bar for when these enemies close in and actually sit still. Oh, an Irby. Looks like all those rotary autocannon 2 shots missed. That's the top threat on the enemy team, though.
Confirm.
This commando is really all I need to get rid of all of these. That front armor, 3 hits. 3 hits. 4 hits. Yeah, just finish the job.
I'm on him.
The full sandwich.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Okay.
Reporting.
Got to position this guy in such a way that the old Irby cannot get a good clean shot on him.
Engaging jump jet.
Sweet. Huh. Very weird that he would aim for the Panther when it's got 7 evasion. And it's not even a particularly good angle.
Receiving you.
Let's just reserve for now. I'm pretty sure that this commando can one-shot these vehicles from any angle with a melee attack, so I will worry about them later. Strikers can't really do much anyway. The odd SRM hit here and there is not going to matter.
How's it going?
Right.
Ready for orders. Got it.
What I really need to do is remove these guys' evasion.
Fire with all weapons.
That'll do.
Commander? On my way.
With their evasion removed, it's just a simple matter for the Black Knight to kill them. See ya! Damn. Actually shocked that he survived that. Although survived is a very loose word. He has no weapons, no arms, no left or right torso. And he's also destabilized and overheated. Right.
Yup.
Let's carry on kicking enemy vehicles to death. That is the front, I want the side. 55 times 2 is plenty. As long as we land the hit, they are dead. This process will be repeated next turn.
Frag the vehicle.
The commando has joined us down here for water combat!
Awaiting orders.
Down here is the arena of champions.
Engaging.
Well, there goes his arm. There goes his rocket launcher.
That's a critical hit. Receiving you.
Oh man, the urban mech did not move last turn. And thus leaving him in the uncomfortable position where I could cook his ass. It would make sense to kill the commando. However, this Jenner, if it gets up, because it has no weapons, it's either going to run away or melee, and I don't like the idea that it's just going to start meleeing me constantly, so I'm going to try and finish the job. Or shut it down, that'll do.
Scored a critical hit.
The Black Knight can come along and clean this mess up. So he's had to restart his reactor now, so he can't do anything. That poor striker. There is no escape.
Receiving you. Location confirmed.
Okay. One for you. Let's go for some plasma for you, shall we?
Acknowledged.
Blat! Oh ho ho ho! was simple enough, wasn't it? Damn, he actually hit me. I guess all those tags are starting to add up.
Much armor left in that location. Reporting.
Okay. We will eliminate the Panther and then we'll try and capture the Irby. Because I want the targeting computer.
As you wish.
And if I manage to build an Irby, when I sell it, I'll have a small chance of getting another targeting computer.
Standing by. On it.
All we gotta do is heat this guy up.
All weapons. Go.
Plus 30 heat, there we go.
Skipper. Good morning.
Good morning! And that's the vehicle trash dealt with.
One more for the trash. Good to go. Position confirmed.
Just take the plasmas off, right? Simple enough. The Panther did not take the opportunity to move out of melee range of the Firestarter, so he is now as good as dead. And the Urban Mech keeps on jumping around, so he's going to be getting hot. Ooh, that hurt.
Losing armor. Awaiting orders.
Kill it. Kill it dead.
Engaging. What are your orders?
Okay, he's almost done.
I'm rolling.
I'm just bombarding him constantly.
Locking off. All weapons.
No real need to be overcomplicated or think about it too much. Just fire at him till he's dead.
Orders.
Okay, I don't want to use you right now. Are you in range for a punch? No. That is unfortunate. I wanted to punch the Irby to get rid of his evasion and then fill him with Hellfire missiles to cook his ass, but that is not going to work out.
Engaging target.
Sweet, that's the end of that.
Bad guy down. Ready for orders.
Now, do I just fire a load of cooker missiles at him and hope that they hit? Or do I punch his ass? Let's try and cook him, shall we?
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay. We've gotten him nice and hot. More jumping, silly boy. Oh. Okay. Vigilance, maybe?
Yes, Commander. Commander?
So, this is how this works. We go to the side of the urban mech, where the weak weapon is,
Copy that.
i.e. where the tag and the laser is, and we punch it! Ejecting! Okay. That works too. Guy in the urban mech was like, oh shit. And as soon as he saw that big metal fist coming towards him, he was like, oh, here's the eject button. I think I'll press that. Could you blame the guy? The big metal fist weighs more than your entire robot. Well, that was a brutal one-sided victory. Look at all that urban mech. Shame I just recently built one, didn't I? So, is the targeting computer here? No. Sad times. Of course it isn't. He ejected. And when you eject, the cockpit is destroyed. There is a rotary autocannon too, though. I foresee a use for that in my future. Let's just hope I get some more urban mech. Hey, not bad. Once again, we were in it for the C-bills more than anything else. Got to refill the C-bill coffers in case I want to burn some time. Plus, you know, these Argo upgrades are not free. Must have dropped about 3 or 4 million C-bills on that. Okay, Argo repairs are complete. So, there's structural repairs left to do for the last bits and pieces to be unlocked. I've been meaning to get this for a long time.
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
So, that's what we'll do next. I don't really feel like I need a third mech bay right now. Faster repair time is nice. They do come with significant monthly costs though. I actually feel like the mech bays... Oh no man, the average cost of this has been dramatically improved. 50,000, Jesus. And 2.5 million to buy it. I was going to say, I feel like if you want to improve repair speed, you might as well get the mech bay because you get tech points and you also get slots. But that is actually significantly more pricey than I thought. Oh well, that's a thought to have later on. Let's get that Kintaro fixed, shall we? Oh, sweet. I like my free morale points that I get for having the recreation stuff. This morale bar is climbing really slowly. So I wonder how high morale can actually go now. Right? Because it's 28 and it's not even reached the first quarter line. Okay. Time for contracts, right? So we have some more Two Skulls stuff to play around with. See, a battle like this really encourages you to take salvage. because the payout is garbage, right? 400,000 C-bills, I barely get out of bed for that. That's a straight up bal. Let's do this one. Why not? No, let's not do that one. Let's do this one and go for salvage. But that barely even covers the cost of actually going. Right. Time to bring the trebuchet. What is wrong with the Kintaro? Hang on. Let's see what's wrong with my Kintaro. I think I forgot to put a machine gun ammo in it, didn't I? Or I didn't actually have... Now I remember. I didn't actually have enough machine gun ammo. I had to buy some more. Because the amount of machine guns it has, it does not actually... one can is not enough. This is my second punch bot. I built it so long ago now that I completely forgot what it was.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Okay. Let's just bump that task. Pass a date. And get stuck in. Been a long time since I did a full salvage mission, but a full salvage is definitely the way to make money out of this, that's for certain. This is a straight replacement for the meta starter, but I really like the meta starter, so I am going to replace the commando. So you see here, I'm actually going to lose 40,000 C-bills for this deployment in terms of pure C-bills, but any mech that I build out of the parts that I get on the salvage manifest is going to be worth at least 0.6 million C-bills, so we could make a good million C-bills out of this if we play our cards right. Even if we don't, if there's 8 enemy mechs and they all drop just one piece of salvage, one mech part, and like 2 or 3 weapons, that's more than enough to fill out my 4/8. It's only if there's a boatload of vehicles that the potential for not getting a full amount of salvage is there.
Man, it is a sea of green out there.
Okay, there's the base. Let's go.
Be there in a jiff.
I'm not quite sure how the sprint melee thing works, by the way. What's going on here? He didn't sprint, I guess? Oh! Maybe that's the guy that sprint melees. He sprints, he can still attack. Right?
Reporting.
That's this guy.
As you wish. What's this? An enemy presence?
Oh wait, that's the meta starter. This is the Black Knight. Okay, so it's the Kintaro that can sprint
You got it.
and then attack? Yeah. So that's what that does.
Heading out.
Certainly is a nice ability. Not sure if that allows you to sprint and then melee though. That was what I thought it did. Come on, boys, come a little closer. Oh, a Shadowhawk. It's one of my favourite mechs, but I've hardly seen them in this mod. I think I saw one once. Oh, now there's two. Plus whatever this guy is. Looks like he's a heavy. Ah, Cataphract, okay.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Where did that hit me?
Awaiting orders.
In the arm. Where the flamer is, okay.
Ready for orders.
Not the biggest deal if we lose that.
Reporting. Waiting for orders.
Ah, we cannot run through the deep water.
Stand for.
Just goes to show how often I spend
Yes, Commander.
in deep water. Yeah, just wait there.
Lifting off.
Seems simple enough, just hide behind the rock. While we close in.
What's up, huh? On my way.
Okay. We have hardly any chance of hitting, but we might as well just take the shot anyway. Oh, sweet!
Inflicted heavy damage. Receiving you.
And the trebuchet is actually an amazing jumping machine.
Aye, aye.
And now it has a targeting computer. It's still going to struggle to hit, but whatever.
Confirmed.
Oh, I was hoping for a few more to hit than just 3, but whatever. Okay,
Holding for tactical advantage.
hopefully the enemy gets closer. If you've just done a lot of sprinting, it's really worth it to reserve a lot of the time. Because you have that high level defense from sprinting. So you might as well let the enemy shoot at you while that defense is up. Before you start getting stuck in and thus throw that evasion away. Okay,
Yup.
let's see how the Kintaro does. I do not have enough movement to move and melee, but I can use the special sprint.
I got you.
Let's see what a boatload of HMGs can do.
Ha! You like that? Ready for orders.
Well, now he's buggered. I have you now.
Attacking from position.
Don't know, rip his legs off.
Reporting.
Ah, the meta starter does not have enough jump capability to get over that
Copy that.
water hazard. That's okay. Go for the leg. Jesus, this is like overkill. If it all hits, it's incredibly overkill.
Here comes the show.
Both legs destroyed. And he's done.
Awaiting.
That'll be good salvage. If I jump to here, I think I can jump over the gap. So that's what we're gonna do. I guess this water is so deep that mechs can't go down there.
Yes, Commander.
There we go, see, that worked out. I'm going to wait for him to take his turn though, before I start ploughing damage into him. That's a miss, my friend.
Reporting. Engaging jump jet. Confirmed.
Oh!
Target eliminated.
Shit! The pilot just immediately died in an ammunition explosion. That was
Standing by.
not the expected result, but yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Confirmed.
I would very much like to capture this catapult. Rear strike is potentially not going to help me, but we'll see. Woo! Okay, that worked.
Target taking a critical.
Ejecting! That went really well. I'm really pleased with that. I wasn't expecting it to go as smoothly as that. Okay.
Moving out.
My new Kintaro is definitely proving its worth.
Roger that, Commander.
Metastarter 2.0. Plenty of loot for the salvage table as well.
Location confirmed. 10-4.
Now, once I trigger this, enemies are going to appear somewhere. Over here, I guess. I guess they're going to leave this base and take the road. And go along here and go here. That's, I guess that's the where they will evacuate to. Of course, if I remember last time, the just in case I'm wrong, I'm going to go the long way around here and join up with the rest of my guys.
Position confirmed.
Last time the convoy spawned, it friggin' had basically left the building before the enemies turned up, so...
Bracing for impact. Affirmative, Commander. Coordinates received. Yes, Commander.
Okay. Where will the enemy reinforcements appear? This is one of those ones where the actual scientist gets into your, or whoever it is gets into your mech. So that's fine. But there's usually reinforcements.
Got it.
I just don't know where they're going to come from.
The asset has been secured and is
Oh,
ready for
no!
entry.
No reinforcements, we're done. Sweet. You know what's going to happen now is I'm going to take me lots of cataphract. Minus 53,000 sea bills. Yeah, well, you weren't putting much money on the table for this mission anyway, so whatever. Oh! Yes. Yes. Sweet. The next time I encounter one, I will definitely get one. And that is glorious. And the rest of this is junk. I wouldn't mind some more Shadowhawk bits, but the rest is trash. Oh, and I got them! That is some serious profit I just made there. Even if I went to the shop and just sold the components. In fact, I haven't done that for a while. I should probably go to the shop and sell some components. That would make sense. Yeah, I'm going to sell up some components and get ready for next time, but there was some serious profit made there. Maybe not right this minute, but future profit when I finish those mechs. Right, while we're here, let's just clean up some junk that we're never going to use. Wow, each piece of Black Knight is worth 300,000. Each piece of Cataphract's worth 152,000, so that's quite a lot of sea bills just sitting there. I cannot imagine a world in which I use AC5s. Let's just go to weapons. I'm never going to sell mech bits. Ammo is always useful because various autocannons and such use it. The world in which I use LRM5s is a strange and wonderful world. And in fact, I will extend that sentiment to pretty much the entire repertoire of LRMs. I will keep a couple on the grounds that maybe I might want to make an LRM boat when I get enough targeting computers one day. But for now, their accuracy is just too much of an issue. Wow, that's a bug. Text has just gone mental. I bought these to experiment with and then never did. I'll keep them anyway. I presume that they're reloaded between missions. This is the TBM 10s again. Once again, I like the idea of these missile launchers, but they don't have the accuracy to be effective. Right, I do not need all of those heat sinks. 20 is plenty. Remember that rule, 20 is plenty. Okay, that's not bad for a little bit of cleanup. In fact, let's go back to the store quickly. I just want to double check there's nothing I want to buy. I don't think that there is. Wow, that's the best LRM launcher in the game. Full stop. Extra stability damage, +1 damage, plus 50% crit, and it is the LRM 15, which is the most heat and most weight efficient LRM. I will take that. Maybe in the future when I have some targeting computers, that will be of service to me. Okay, so next time we're going to do some more contracts. Some harder ones, I think. Plenty more here to do. And yeah, join me. We'll get some more contracts done. This episode's a bit of a short one. The last one was a bit of a short one, but we'll put the two together because of the load crash bug. And join me next time.